My face, my prison, man denied service in shocking cafe incident. Welcome back. Today, we delve into a deeply troubling incident that shines a harsh light on the prejudice still prevalent in our society. Amit Ghosh, a man who has lived with facial disfigurement, recently experienced a shocking refusal of service at a cafe simply because of the way he looks. His story, as shared by the BBC, is a stark reminder that while we strive for inclusivity, the battle against discrimination is far from over. Amit Ghosh's experience is a painful illustration of the daily hurdles faced by individuals with visible differences. Despite his personal journey towards accepting his appearance, the sting of public rejection remains. This incident forces us to confront uncomfortable questions about beauty standards, societal biases, and the fundamental right to be treated with dignity. The cafe incident, a humiliating rejection. The details of the cafe refusal, while perhaps brief, carry a heavy weight. To be denied a simple cup of coffee, not because of any behavior, but solely based on one's appearance, is a deeply dehumanizing experience. It speaks volumes about the snap judgments and ingrained prejudices that can lead to such hurtful actions. The refusal, while the specifics of the exchange aren't detailed in the headline, the core message is clear. Amit Ghosh was deemed unwelcome simply because of his facial disfigurement. Public space and rights, cafes, like other public spaces, should ideally be environments where everyone feels welcome. This incident highlights a failure to uphold that ideal. Emotional impact. Beyond the inconvenience, the refusal likely carried a significant emotional blow, reinforcing potential feelings of otherness and exclusion. This wasn't an isolated childhood taunt. This was a recent experience, underscoring the persistent nature of such prejudice into adulthood. Amit's journey, acceptance amidst abuse. What makes Amit's story particularly poignant is his statement that he has come to accept the way he looks. This suggests a personal journey of resilience and self-acceptance, making the cafe incident all the more disheartening. To have achieved a degree of inner peace only to be confronted with such blatant prejudice is a cruel blow. Living with disfigurement, Amit's life likely involves navigating a world that often prioritizes conventional beauty, requiring immense strength and self-acceptance. The impact of societal attitudes. While Amit has found personal acceptance, societal attitudes and discriminatory actions continue to impact his experiences. The courage to speak out. By sharing his story, Amit is bravely bringing attention to the often invisible discrimination faced by people with facial differences. His willingness to speak out is a powerful act, challenging the ignorance that fuels such prejudice. Human question thoughts about the image implied. Looking at Amit, what are the immediate thoughts that come to mind? Do we see past the surface to the individual? Do we consider the strength it takes to navigate the world with a visible difference? Initial reaction. What is our very first, unfiltered reaction upon seeing Amit's face? Is it curiosity, discomfort, or something else? Why do we think we have that reaction? Empathy and understanding. Can we try to imagine what daily life might be like for Amit? What kind of assumptions might people make about him? How might these assumptions impact his interactions? Challenging our biases. Does seeing Amit challenge any of our own preconceived notions about beauty or normalcy? How can we become more aware of our implicit biases? The person within. What qualities might Amit possess that have nothing to do with his appearance? What might his passions, his intellect, his humor be like? The injustice. How does it make us feel to know that someone could be denied a basic service simply because of their appearance? What does this say about our society? These are the human questions that arise when we confront stories like Amit's. They push us to look beyond the superficial and consider the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. The broader issue, discrimination and visible differences. Amit's experience is not unique. Many individuals with facial disfigurements, scars, or other visible differences face similar instances of prejudice, from casual stares to outright discrimination. Beauty standards. Society often imposes narrow and unrealistic beauty standards, leading to the marginalization of those who don't fit these ideals. Fear of the different. Sometimes, prejudice stems from a fear of what is unfamiliar or perceived as different. The need for education and awareness. Overcoming such prejudice requires education, empathy, and a conscious effort to challenge our own biases. We need to foster a culture where difference is not seen as a reason for exclusion, but as a part of the rich tapestry of human diversity. Moving forward towards inclusivity and acceptance. Amit Ghose's story, while disheartening, also presents an opportunity for reflection and change. By acknowledging the prejudice he faced, we can begin to address the underlying issues and work towards a more inclusive and accepting society. Amit's resilience and his willingness to share his experience offer a powerful lesson. It's a call for us all to be more mindful of our biases and to actively work towards a world where everyone is treated with respect and dignity, regardless of their appearance. Thank you for joining us in this important discussion. What are your thoughts on Amit's experience? Share your perspectives in the comments below. Let's work together to build a more inclusive world.